We're just going to pretend that that starting screen was counting the entire time and go ahead and go live. I needed a monitor for my laptop to hook up to, so when I work from home with my banking job, I can have two screens to look at that are just for work. So instead of buying a monitor specifically for that, I went out and bought an LG monitor, a really big one that I'm currently looking at and streaming from right now. So I had to rearrange my desk. I have a 32-inch monitor, Acer curved screen on my right. In front of me, I have a 32-inch LG monitor. To my left, I have a 24-inch vertical Dell monitor. It's pretty crazy, but I got the LG Ultra Gear, so that's pretty wild. Second to that, my bot computer now has a monitor to run the bots with. I can see what I'm doing now, so I can get those set up probably tomorrow. I thought I was going to be able to do it today, but today actually turned out to be quite busy. So those switches behind me, come tomorrow, we'll be hosting a Jirachi giveaway. I have the Jirachi preloaded. I was ready to go weeks ago, but due to moving, baby, all sorts of shenanigans, it never went live. So we'll resume the bots with a Jirachi giveaway. Welcome Sharklord, Wiss, Lewis. Welcome, welcome. Ironically enough, you're asking the question as I am already answering it. So, yes. Yeah, Jirachi will be coming tomorrow to a stream / video near you. Tamara. Yeah, I already have the files pre-made and generated up. They are loaded into some of the switch bots. I do got to do some work on the switches themselves, make sure they're not drawing too much power and blowing up batteries, because that's bad. But I got a few that I need to repair. So yes, I was not surprised at all by a shadow drop of Zelda, but at the same time I kind of was. Very good stuff there. Yeah, I'm super grateful for it. I will be posting a reaction video to the whole thing also hopefully tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff I want to do on the channel. I just need time to do it. So yeah, I will not be streaming tomorrow night, just to make sure I do have time. I'm going to use stream time tomorrow to get videos done that I want to get done. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to do, so I am greatly a fan of a lot of the things. Grateful for news for Metroid Prime 4. I was excited to see Dragon Quest getting an update. Of course, most excited for Zelda, obviously. Mario and Luigi look pretty cool. Donkey Kong, I wish it was Donkey Kong 64 remake in HD, but Donkey Kong Returns is also pretty okay. Like, honestly, saw that coming from a mile away. So, not a big deal there. I mean, they did Tropical Freeze for crying out loud, and I was stupid and spent money on it. So, it's only natural that they update, you know, the one for the Wii. Just Donkey Kong Country Returns. And I do enjoy the Donkey Kong games, don't get me wrong. They're just not my go-to. I was disappointed to see that no shadow dropping of Pokemon. I want to do an in-depth analysis of the Zelda trailer. I want to know whether it's going to be a Link's Awakening sequel, because currently we have nothing on that line, or if it's going to be a Link Between Worlds sequel. I could see it going both ways, easily. Metroid be looking great. Also, I think I established this day that I'm going to spend like 4 hours a week streaming a game that's not Pokemon. Like, I'm just going to pick a random game from my collection. Maybe I'll do a YouTube poll on it, and just start playing it, get a little bit of playtime through. I'm also going to have a weekly upload of a game that I'm playing, kind of what's going on there, what I'm doing, because I want to play through my collection of games. I just have a hard time doing it and not uploading it. So I got so many games I need to play through, and Xenoblade, Dragon Quest are among those. They're okay with. Horror games are pretty okay. Like, not my go-to, but they're not terrible either. Very likely, Shark Lord. It very likely will come out for the Switch. Which, I've heard rumors it's called the Switch Attach. Gameplay about Resident Evil 1? Highly possible. I do like Resident Evil. Just a little bit. Skyrim's in there. My bad. There we go. And I got the majority of the Five Nights at Freddy's games too. You're getting nostalgia when playing Black 2 for the first time because of my background music. That's fair. That's fair. What we got? This is May's battle theme. Currently. But I do have a lot of Black and White 2 stuff. Or just Black and White in general that is being done as well. Also, guys, if you could do me a huge favor, I see there's a lot of you guys lurking, only a few of you guys chatting. If you could smash that like button, get the like goal up to 20 hit, it'd be greatly appreciated. I haven't been asking for that for the last few streams because we've been hitting goals pretty easily, but we're at 5 likes, 14 people hanging out in the chat. Welcome to the stream, guys. could do me a huge solid, smash that like button for us. Would be greatly appreciated. Also, Mr. Twirtles, welcome. The second you scroll, you see 3 copies of The Last of Us? What? Which game am I doing the shiny Jirachi in? Luis, that is going to be Scarlet and Violet, naturally. Autocorrect again. Maybe a little bit, Shark Lord. Because it seems that the universe had to do that just to make you look silly. Oh, it was Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4. I need to go to GameStop and get Resident Evil 1 and 0. But I'm thinking I might play Fallout New Vegas on stream because I've never played Fallout New Vegas. And I love the Fallout series. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking, guys, that I'm going to spend some time each week for 4 hours, do a stream, play through a game that I haven't beaten yet. And maybe while I'm working, I will play a game that I haven't really played, record it, and you guys can just see me get frustrated to all get out in some videos that I upload. Mario is the biggest rage bait for me. On PLA, you've gotten like 10 shinies without hunting. That's pretty par for the course. Flying Togekiss is pretty awesome. That's a low spawn, so like the fact that it happened to be the shiny is pretty great. Pretty lucky. I'm still amazed at how fast this Poipole hunt is going, just getting encounter after encounter after encounter. Can I steal some of that luck, Twirtles, or transfer it to Brass? Luck donations are definitely accepted here. Wasn't expecting it, and if you hadn't had my sound up, you wouldn't have gotten it. Yeah, I didn't really realize what that sound meant when I first started playing. Within 2 hours of playing, I failed a shiny Eevee because I didn't know it could run away either. So that was fun. But in recording some of the Wisp videos, you will see me fail some shinies on Pokemon Legends Arceus. So yes, I have failed shinies on videos documented before, so that's fun. All of my failed shinies so far are in Legends Arceus. Though the hearts you're about to send will have a little bit of luck. Fair enough. We'll take the hearts. I mean, I think we're gonna get halfway through the full odds encounters today. If we get up to 2096, I think we'll hit half odds. Or is that 1098? No. 1048. 1048? That sounds right. 2048 will get us where we need to go. Yeah, thanks, Shark Lord. Like, I know what the number was visualizing in my head, but I know I wasn't saying the right number. You're 30 Pokemon off of completing your Pokedex and getting your shiny charm, but most are Distortion and Evos that you were too lazy to get. Honestly, I feel that though. Distortion Pokemon are so annoying to get sometimes, because you have like little to no control over when and where a Distortion is going to appear, how long it stays, and what Pokemon are actually going to be available. Truth be told, this shiny could take as long as it wants. Like, it could take triple odds and I would still be chill. Apparently you've seen a Porygon but didn't cash it. You don't know how. Did you battle anybody that had a Porygon? I'm pretty sure no one has a Porygon as well. It is so weird having a 30-inch screen to my right instead of a 24-inch screen. We always want to know a fun fact, Shark Lord. Your first shiny in PLA was a shiny Roselia. You evolved it ASAP. Beautiful shiny. Gotta love those black rose shinies. Pretty cool. Square root of 4096 is 64. Is an interesting factoid. I don't know what it means. I apologize for yawning so much, guys. The struggles of having 2 kids under 2. So Brass will get it in 64 encounters. Obviously. I am way too jazzed for bed tonight. I'm just gonna say it. You just saw the nickname and laughed so hard? Yeah, QB. QB nicknamed the Poipole? Barry B. Benson. And I believe they set the bar at $20. The number that you see everywhere is 8. There's a few 8s and 3s on the screen. A little toasty. Look at that, Brass Coin is taking off clothes and people haven't even donated yet. How about that? It's one way to make taking off a jacket sound scandalous. Also, this is crooked. What did he say? They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Not me about to crack into a monster myself. Brass pretending to be Sly for real? Am I? Is that something Sly would do? Fair enough. Definitely. Blow Rocket Jr., welcome! I just saw you over there on Twitch. Oh my gosh, it's been several hot minutes. The energy drink scene has gotten really good over the last few years. Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten pretty good. I personally prefer Rogue. I just haven't bought any in a while. But Rogue was so good, I need to get back into it. Not to mention I get a commission on any of the sales, and their flavors were really good. Last night you saw me over on Twitch at 2 a.m. Yep, that is correct. I stopped streaming at 2:30 my time, so 2 hours from now, 24 hours ago. Or I guess 22 hours ago, right? Yeah. And yeah, I've been great, Blow Rocket. I have 2 kids now. Second one is 11 days old, so that's pretty crazy. It's currently 1:30. Okay, so I would have been there until 3:30 your time, Turtles. Thanks, Blow Rocket. How have you been? You're building your setup back up. What kind of setup? Been fine, just hanging out. Don't ask why you were up at 2 a.m. Hey, you don't ask, I won't ask. I mean, mine is pretty obvious. Newborn, all that. Gaming and junk. I gotcha. Trying to get a setup going for streaming. Nice, Blow Rocket. That's what's up. My setup has changed several times over the years. Brass ended the stream 4:30 your time. Yeah. Yeah, Shark Lord. How is dominating Pokemon Sleep? You got a PS5, an Xbox Series X, and a Switch. I have all those except for a PS5 because I refuse to touch a PlayStation controller unless my life depends on it or a game I really, really, really want to play that's exclusive to the PlayStation comes out. Your results sucked? That's unfortunate, Shark Lord. Blow Rocket. The answer to that question is the Nintendo 64. The Nintendo 64 destroyed my ability to hold a PlayStation controller. If it isn't awkward, big, and bulky, I can't play it. Which is funny because my hands aren't that insanely big. Like, they're actually quite small. But like this, awesome. GameCube controller, perfection. Nintendo 64 controller, freaking sweet. Xbox controller, immaculate. PlayStation, not a chance. I can't hold it. When using the trigger buttons, and I've noticed that PlayStation requires the use of both trigger buttons, the bumpers and the triggers, a lot more frequently than Xbox games I play do. It hurts my hand. Like, my hand physically is in pain trying to play with that controller. That, and I love Xbox tile system for its setup. I hate the PlayStation 3-4 menu system. It's terrible. You got it for Spider-Man. That's a worthy endeavor, though. Like, I can't hate on that. Spider-Man's are the great games. The second that Jupiter arrived, the stream, your phone died. Yeah, it did, Wiz. Living life too close to the edge on that battery life. Really need to get grinding up your Fairy Ice team for the Indigo Disc DLC. Would do some good. Am I doing something like a challenge run? I'm not sure. What do you mean? It does suck that you have to use Mons in the terrarium, but at the same time, it's a worthy challenge. Not your favorite, but a big W. I get that. Last of Us was also a really good version exclusive for a while. I think it's on Xbox now, but seems like it was only on PlayStation for an eternity. Final Fantasy Remake, I definitely want to play a little bit of. You have an OG sealed copy of The Last of Us? That's what's up. One game I have yet to play. Whew. You need to go to sleep, you got work? Well, you have a great night, Blow Rocket. Enjoy your shift of work on the morrow. Or today, rather. best of luck, all that. We'll catch you in another stream, hopefully. I'm trying to become more consistent at streaming every night. Tomorrow night's not going to happen, though. You as well, Blow Rocket. You as well. Needed to peek at the baby for a second. It was level 97 before you realized that. Oh, that's a little bit of heartbreak. So a little bit of a heartbreak. Leveling up a Pokemon that much and then finding out you can't even use it. Welcome on into the stream, everybody. Looks like Yoda is now following. If you are not following on Twitch or you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We do a lot of shiny hunting here, life advice, talking out life issues, all that fun stuff while we stream shiny hunting. It's a great time. A lot of Pokemon tidbits, random factoids, if that's up your alley. Smash that subscribe button. But if you can't smash the subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit the like button. Get this stream in front of more people that would like to smash that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Help the stream grow. Looks like there's about 14 of you guys in here. Only 6 have liked, which is kind of sad. Jace Gaming, welcome to the stream. Better late than never. Alrighty, subbed and followed, gang. I need to get my polls game back up and running. I got a little out of the habit of streaming the last 3 weeks. We're going to get back into it right quick and in a hurry. And if you're just popping in, we will have the bots up and running again tomorrow. We're hoping to make it to 2,000 encounters today. You are using an Alolan, Exeggutor, Cubchoo, and Alcremie. Not bad. Do you know the typings that the challenge NPCs for Drayden use? Sharklord just answered that. Yeah, Twirtles, they use ice, fire, and electric. So for the challenge purposes, doesn't matter much. Drayden, on the other hand, does use dragons. Or whatever his name is, because I feel like his name isn't Drayden. Oh, Drayton. Yeah. Because Drayton is Drayden's grandson, I think. You leveled up your Froakie to be a Greninja. Sounds like the circle of life a little bit. Yawn. Come on, 150 encounters. We got it. We can do it. Cake. 50 minutes. We got this. If I just do my regular stream of 2 hours, we should, in theory, break half odds today. And I say that like it's taken forever. It really hasn't. This hunt's going by super fast. All things considered. I think the only reason why it seems to be a little bit tiresome to me is because I entered this already sleep deprived. This was a good direct, though, guys. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I will be doing my full reaction video. I might break it up into segments. I don't know how that's going to go down, but do my live reaction anyways. It was a good direct. A lot of great games, a lot of money going to be spent by me in the upcoming months. We will, of course, be live streaming some of the new Zelda game. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it here or on my Zelda specific channel, though, so that's something that's going to be forthcoming. I'll probably put videos up on this channel, but live stream there, or vice versa. We might live stream here and put videos up over there for it. Because I want to get that channel re-monetized. You need a fighting type, ground type, and electric type. Easy peasy. Yeah, sounds like it. Dime a dozen. Proceeds to sleep in the middle of the stream. I have yet to fall asleep on stream. Would everyone in YouTube please just double tap the stream 2 times really fast? I've noticed, Sharklord, that only works on certain devices. Because if I double tap, it doesn't do anything. It just tries to pause. What kind of device do you got, Sharklord? But if everybody could, you know, if everybody could press and hold their phone and let that secret menu pop up, that'd be greatly appreciated. You know, there we go. That menu, smash that like button. Would love it. Help the stream out immensely. Get it in front of the right people at the right time. Get those subscribes coming on in. Looks like there are about 15 of y'all hanging out in YouTube alone. You could essentially triple our like for the stream. Just double tap on the edge. Huh. I know if you tap the button, the 3 buttons up in the upper right hand corner, that works. Huh. If you could record yourself, you would do it. Jace, yes and no. Inherently, ROMs are a gray area. Depends on your country's laws. In the US, ROMs are a gray area. If you yourself have the game and you back up your ROM, not illegal. You download it, even when you own the game, still technically illegal. Yeah, it's gotta be dumped by you yourself and you. There's kind of an ongoing question of when you buy a game, you are issued a quote-unquote license for use of the software on a specific system. Thereby, the way video game companies would like the law to be interpreted is that if you move that media to a different system, then that constitutes piracy because you're playing it on a system that wasn't intended. But US belief still holds that you bought the game, you bought the media, it is your prerogative what you want to view that or use that on, what kind of media you want to access that game on. So a little bit of a back and forth on that one. But to my knowledge, nobody in the States has been officially convicted of piracy for having ROMs of games they own. It's downloading that's going to get you in trouble. Oh yeah, there's most definitely several tools that you can use to dump them. You can get an R4 card and a DS, an original DS. Got a DS like so. Pop your Game Boy game in the bottom of it. You can copy it that way. Apparently I don't have the other thing easily accessible anymore. Whatever did I do with it? Oh, I know where I put it. The other thing is a Ben Ven. This thing. This is the one that's from Australia. Plugs any Game Boy game, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance into this, and you can put it on your computer. Getting the RG35XX, which has some ROMs on Friday. I don't even know what that is, Jace. Enlighten me. What is the RG35? Eddie Spaghetti, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Whis has been timed out. I don't think Twirtles or Jace have ever had any mod disciplinary action. Oh, Whis is here, is also over on Twitch. Becoming a member, he redeemed Stretch and then said, "Stretch, please." We will do some stretching for you. Because stretching is good. I'm doing pretty good. Sleep deprived. Subsisting on Monster Energy drinks, but we're hanging in there. Got more video ideas to do than I have time to do it, so a win there, kind of. Yeah, I saw that too, Mr. Twirtles. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Jace. Comes with the sort of different games like a PS1. You could end up play Pokemon. She's definitely going to play Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon Fire Red. That's pretty dope. They're looking at past infractions on the channel for viewers, Eddie. I can't be timed out on my own stream. It just won't allow it. Only costs around $60 or $50. It's a pretty good deal. What I want to know is how companies get away with selling such a device preloaded with ROMs on it. Like, I would mod a 3DS for somebody, but I would never, well, not anymore. Like, I haven't ever modded a 3DS like that for somebody that wasn't family. But I would never include games on it myself. That's just dumb. But modding it for somebody so they could put said stuff on it, different story. until recently when those companies like Ryujinx got sued, but they were accepting money for a specific set of criteria. I don't think the actual act of modding is what did it. And selling a device to help you do it. There's a difference between using a device that you're selling versus using free coding, such as the stuff that you can find on GitHub to modify your Nintendo consoles. There's something very specific about it that makes it so that when it's open source and free to use, you don't get in trouble. Renee Matthews has subscribed. If you guys are hanging out in the chat, have not yet subscribed, follow Renee's example and slap that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated as we try to grow our little community and push Brass into a full-time streamer / content creator status. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hashtag life goals right there. Dream job, all that. I'm kind of halfway there. I get to work from home a little bit, and that's going to be a lot of it here in the future, but that's just a step on the way. The more time I can spend making content, the greater the chances I can become a full-time content creator. And press like so Wissa's like goal won't be a fail. Because even though you have a college degree, you don't think it is in the right field for modding. Modding's not too bad. How much would it cost for you to do your DSI? I'm not sure. I've never modded a DSI, but from what I understand, it's very similar to a 3DS. I would have to say like 40 bucks. I think it would take me 3 hours to do. I'll pay up to 300 bucks. Like, realistically, modifying the 3DS hardware and Nintendo DS hardware should just be a matter of installing files, like nothing soldering or anything like that. And it can't be harder than modifying the Wii. Like, the Wii's a pain. Wii U, bigger pain. 3DS, pretty detailed, but not too bad. How much to show you how to? I would need to get a DSI in order to make a video on doing that. I almost had a video up on how to modify the 3DS, but a lot of the video footage got lost, I guess. So I was never able to compile the full video. Sucks that you can't mod your 3DS XL because you're only 10. I mean, if you got access to a computer and a bigger micro SD card, you absolutely could, even though you're 10. It's pretty easy. Several guides out there that walk you straight through it. Also, yes, what Twirtle said. You don't know if you mod on your Wii and Wii U? The Wii and Wii U are a different beast. It's a lot easier to brick your console with those ones specifically, just due to how buggy they can be sometimes. Like, I have the Wind Waker edition of the Wii U. I would never modify that one. But I actually traded my modded Wii U for this Dell computer that I'm working with right now. My vertical monitor for chat, I traded a modified Wii U for it. You have a normal Wii U. Pretty easy to mod. And it's old, so you don't really care. Yeah, modifying the Wii U, pretty great. A lot of fun stuff can be done, especially if you got just a regular Wii. Oh, that one goes so hard because you can back up like GameCube discs. You can do a whole bunch of shenanigans with that. You had a Japanese Wii U? Nice, that's pretty sweet. I have a Japanese GameCube. Eventually, when we're done shiny hunting, we'll be getting into Pokemon Coliseum in Japanese. Mr. Turtles, it depends on how much you want that Switch modified. Like, if you want to get ROMs and play those, you would have to hard mod it with Hecate. These bots that I use are modified Switches. Really easy, I can mod it in 5 minutes. But it's what I call soft modding. The developers of the mod programs may call it something different, but I call it soft modding because you're literally only installing the fuse on the SD card and everything runs off the SD card. You can't play pirated games or downloaded games or ROMs or anything that you back up, and you can't back up anything. It is just to run cheats. So it's kind of more of a background process. If you want to do the aforementioned, you have to do a full mod with Hecate. You have to disconnect it from Nintendo servers so you don't accidentally connect to the servers. It's pretty simple to do still. It takes about 3 hours to do fully. I have it so that I can pop in and out an SD card when I want to experiment with things. But typically speaking, I don't full mod my Switches because it's more hassle than it's worth to me. Yeah, I would recommend buying a separate Switch. Fun fact. Did you guys know that GameStop has a 7-day return policy on any game you buy for any reason? So if you were to say play a game, or buy a game, play it, beat it, then return it to GameStop, they would let you, no questions asked. So, if you happen to have a modified Nintendo Switch with Hecate on it, and Gold Leaf, which lets you back up your cartridges to ROMs, you could, in theory, buy the game, back it up, return the game. You are definitely breaking the spirit of the law, but there's not any technicality that says once you no longer own the physical game, you have to delete the game. That makes sense? So in America, you buy the game, you have the right to back it up on any media that you want to. Currently, as the gray area of the law allows. There's nothing that says that you have to destroy those if you get rid of the original or sell it in any other way. So, buy the game, dupe it, return the game, you have a ROM of the game infinitely. Not a fun fact to me. The only thing you regret about Mario Wonder is that you completed it so fast. I haven't beat Mario Wonder. Again, Mario games piss me off. I love Mario games, don't get me wrong, but they infuriate me on a level. I don't think I've ever beaten a Mario game that's not Mario Odyssey. I mean, with my modified Nintendo Switch, I may or may not have beaten Scarlet and Violet before it came out in the States. Will I let my kids curse? Not likely. I mean, I myself try my best not to curse. I don't always succeed, especially when I'm driving. But my wife and I are trying to work on cleaning up our language since our kid's a sponge. He's very liable to absorb those words. Shark Lord, you have a wonderful night. Get some good sleep. We'll see you in some way, shape, or form tomorrow, I imagine, via a video or a live stream. Most likely a video. Dominate that Pokemon Sleep. I won't even try Pokemon Sleep right now, because there's no way. Ain't no way. It's gonna tell me, hey, your sleep sucked. Why were you up every 2 hours? Speaking of which, I feel like my kid should be waking up for his bottle, but he hasn't. Yeah, I mean, I think cursing has its place, and there's a way to use it appropriately and a way to not to. Like, if it's every other word, preventing you from, having actual dialogue and descriptors in your sentence, then I don't agree with it. Sometimes my brother is a little bit artistic in his ability to say an entire sentence using only the F word. But sometimes it's good to just get it out of your system and vent. So the word YouTube won't let you use, yeah. There's a few of those. gonna make sure his bottle's still on the warmer. Baby Coin has entered the stream. Yeah, Mr. Twirls, I mean that's completely valid use of the words, you know? There's a time and place, they are just words after all. My wife was telling me that there's something called dream eating, where if you feed kids while they're still semi-asleep, they never really fully wake up. We'll see how willing Baby Coin is for that. Gotta unswaddle him a little bit, get him less warm and cozy, because it is time for him to eat. If I wait longer, he will wake up and he will be crying. There we go. Haha, fools! I'm on Dress's time zone. It is 1:18 for me. Yeah, I didn't know what else to call new Baby Coin, so Baby Coin got upgraded to Copper Coin fully, and now we just have Baby Coin 2. How do I hold this and hit the reset button? I think everybody's weather is going crazy right now, but yeah, Texas was something else. Thoroughly enjoyed my time there. The thing I enjoy about Texas is that because nobody ever has snow tires, like, it's a state emergency whenever the roads are icy. Fully resisting the urge to drink an energy drink and get 3 a.m. motivation. Probably a good thing to not do that, because like sleep is extremely beneficial. But I also can't deny the ability to get stuff done at 3 in the morning. I mean, I would be concerned for myself going to sleep after this stream drinking this monster. However, I am at a level of tired where I could shotgun this entire thing, wait 20 minutes, and still go to sleep just like a baby. Better than a baby. Like, I am so beyond tired right now that this energy drink is like barely even touching anything on my sleepiness. If you're working from home tomorrow, work from home club. I work from home Monday, Friday, and Saturday right now. Hoping when I get off my paternal leave in July, middle of July, we can just make it permanent work from home. We'll see. Yes, welcome to the stream. Still hunting that Poipole. You need to bring the big guns for the light goal? Indeed. We need Wisito. That light goal is not growing very quickly, that is for sure. Why did I say Wisito so perfectly? Did I? I don't think I'll manage to do it again. As long as you wake up by 12, they won't care because you could just say you had some stuff to do. And your workplace is just very chill about when you're supposed to be there. Nice. Used to draw first gen Pokemon in school, freehand with the Pokemon cards. Hey. Some level of talent that I definitely don't have. I am not an artist. Imagine if you gifted a membership to yourself. Honestly, Wiss, that would be crazy. I would love to see that happen just because, like, gifting memberships is extremely random. And I feel like it would be virtually impossible to gift yourself a membership. It's Wisito. It's pretty great. Like, what was it, Monday? Yeah, Monday. I literally woke up 5 minutes before I was supposed to be out to work, rolled off my couch, walked into the other room and signed onto the computer and answered emails for the first hour of the day. So nice. No shower, nothing. Just roll out of bed, walk to work, still half asleep. Great. Wiss is back. Eventually, I need to get in to working out again. Why do I sleep on the couch? My wife and I have a bed frame that's a little bit too big for our room. And, like, she grew up with this bed frame. It's a king-size bed frame. And we're going to be getting a king-size mattress to go in it eventually. But, we have a queen-size bed in a king-size bed frame. It's up against the wall, so one of us has to sleep against the wall. And that will be her in the future because she's used to it, or was used to it. So you had to like crawl into bed from the bottom, which is really weird. But since she had a C-section for delivery of the baby, she can't do that. And that puts me over there on that side. And since I'm waking up to make sure the kid's fed and doing all right so that she can get the rest she needs, I don't want to have to crawl out the bottom of the bed at 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and 7 in the morning to try and tend to the crying kid when really all he needs potentially is a binky put in his mouth. So I elected to sleep on the couch with him and his bassinet beside me so I can just roll over, pop the binky back in, roll over, put a bottle in his mouth, and go back to sleep. But yeah, it does kind of suck. It's part of the reason why I haven't been sleeping good. We are getting to the point where I am the one that's attending to him between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Sometimes pushing 6. But once it hits like about 5:30, 6 o'clock, I will the bassinet into my wife, crawl into bed, and I pass out for the next 4 hours, and I'm out until like 10 in the morning. It's a pretty good strat. Like, it helps my wife and I, at least throughout some point in the night, get 4 hours of solid sleep. So the first 4 hours of the night, she gets solid straight hours of 4 hours of sleep, and then she sleeps light to tend to the kid, and then the last half of the night I get a solid 4 hours of sleep uninterrupted, and she takes care of the kids. So it works pretty good. It is extremely important to at least get 4 hours of uninterrupted sleep. You get 4, you can function. And we kind of learned that with my firstborn. We made that schedule on accident, and it just worked really well for us after the fact. With our firstborn, for the first month, we were up until like 2 o'clock in the morning each, waking up at noon. It was bad. Yep, especially with my banking job, I really need to hit the gym. My apartment complex has one I could go to, get some running in, get some little weightlifting going on. I'm just so terrible at waking up to go do it, but I would feel a lot better if I did. I know I would. Or even going before bed. Same, Turtles, same. I have probably 10 pounds around my midsection that I would greatly love to get rid of. I am, in fact, getting flabby. It kind of does. And I was talking about it the other night. There have been some studies that suggest that males that are active in bringing up their children, especially babies, have a lower testosterone. Like, there's something about kids, like infants, being in the house that lowers a male's testosterone a little bit. And so our ability to burn fat is greatly affected by that. So part of the dad bod really is, one, you're getting less sleep. Two, you're tired, and so you're expending less energy, but you're also having lower testosterone naturally because of that. So you're burning less because of that, and having less motivation because of that. Like, I can sit on the couch and play a game for hours on end. My mind is actively being engaged and no problems. But you put same game, I'm playing a game, controller in my hand, playing Skyrim, whatever. You put this thing in my arms, I try to fall asleep within 30 minutes. There's just something really calming about a baby being held that just puts people to sleep. It's crazy. Alright, I'm gonna re-swaddle this kid and he'll be good for 3 hours hopefully. There, never fully woke up. Shouldn't be a problem. But here's the thing. When you don't work from home, you're very active, printing stuff in a 3D printer and testing stuff, but you're still gaining a bit of weight. It can happen. Basically always getting 4,000 steps in a day, which yes is crazy, but the office is huge. I mean, that's doing better than me. I'm lucky to get, you know, a couple hundred steps in a day. Also, Mr. Turtles, you said you work with 3D printers and whatnot. How does that work? Like, what kind of a gig is that? Jeez, dude, get out of the house. For real though, I do need to get out of the house. When I moved, I had like 40,000 steps, and I climbed 133 flights of stairs. That was fun. engineer, so you print stuff for some of the projects that we're doing that mostly like prototyping. You also work with laser cutters for metal prototypes. Gotcha. Back again. What's going on here? This is insane. It's pretty insane. I was asking Mr. Turtles because I'm still trying to figure out a 3D model for my brass coin. Like, I had somebody print the coin, but the image didn't come out right, and when I took it to a shop, they said I needed to have the image edited so that it is either the image stood out from the coin more and had a more gradual transition, a more gradual curve. So I need to find a way to edit and get that coin printed. You don't happen to do any of the 3D modeling, do you? Wonder if I still have it. No, I don't. How the heck did he get that to me, I wonder? Oh, he sent it to me on Discord. That's right. 1 second. It's more like squares and stuff. Let's see. Wrong one. So, this is the coin. I think you guys have seen it before, but that's what it looks like. But, they opened up the source file and said that the points weren't right. So yeah, it's definitely, it's not calibrated for as specific as it needs to be. And I don't exactly know the terminology myself. But when that was printed out, this is what the yield was. Oh, holy crap, that's a big image. This might have been a mistake. Hold up. That's how it printed. And so what they said is the face doesn't protrude from the coin enough, so it needs extruded a little bit so that it can have a more gradual decline. So, and I'm not quite sure how to fix that myself. But, yeah. Don't know if you could fix it without it looking stupid. Fair enough. The guy. That's an interesting factoid, Mr. Turtles. Oh, the guy says they got this one 3 times. 5,012, 1653. Not bad. We are looking for 2. $38.12. All pretty good numbers. We're striving for 2,048 today. The first one was a fail. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. All shiny fails are rough, but that's rough. Don't have the patience to do a full odds hunt. Yeah, it's something. Also, thanks for the luck, the guy. When I eventually return to BDSP to finish those hunts, I will be hunting on 4 switches at the same time, so that one should go really fast. But soft resetting on one device for BDSP is pretty terrible. And soft resetting for Jirachi, absolutely awful. Manaphy, horrendous. This is nothing. Oh yeah, Mr. Turtles. Yeah, boosted shiny odds definitely makes hunting a lot easier. Like, I have probably 7 shiny Shinx in Legends Arceus, just because of how much I flew down that path into First Obsidian Flatlands or whatever. Found way too many shiny Shinx. The human skin mark, welcome to the stream over on Twitch. What are my thoughts on using RNG manipulation timers to get shiny Pokemon? I would say if you're in a hurry, use them whenever possible. I personally am not opposed to doing them. Like, for example, I actually have several videos on my channel where I have used RNG manipulation to get the Gen 3 legendaries and mythicals. So like Deoxys, Latios, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Regice, Rock, Registeel, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. I used RNG manipulation to get those. Mew as well on the Japanese copy. So I'm definitely not above using it because I wanted to get them very, very quickly and get them ported up before any worry about bank closing down. So far, not an issue, not a concern, but they're not going to keep it open forever, I don't think, so I wanted to get all those Pokemon as fast as possible so that I could move on to Jirachi and Manaphy, which I did eventually find. Both of which I would have looked into RNG manipulating if I would have hit 2,000 encounters, but luckily I was able to find Jirachi at like 1,738 encounters and Manaphy at like 470 encounters, so didn't have to use RNG manipulation on those ones, but for everything else, not really worried about it, so I don't think RNG manipulation for me is necessary. And yes, Mr. Twirtles, I did already get Jirachi. Yeah. You dedicate you for going through the grueling dialogue of this game. I try to skip past all the dialogue, but yeah, there's a lot of it. So much dialogue. And once again, for those who are wondering why I'm incrementing 2 times for every encounter, it's because I'm using 2 3DSs. Come on. So, I got one Pokemon Sun, one Pokemon Moon. This is the one you guys can see. The other one is not being recorded, and we're kind of just hoping that we find the first shiny Poipole on the system you guys can see. The fact that you can't speed it up as well sucks. It sure does. And I think in my options, I already have it set to fast. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I can get it to go a little bit faster. A little bit better, not much. But back to the RNG manipulation deal, I just find it fascinating that with a little timer, we can force shiny Pokemon. It just blows my mind. And Radical Red, you're just going through for fun, not a Nuzlocke. You always speed it up on the emulator you use. Makes it much more bearable. Yeah, understandable. Hey, Wiss, you have a phenomenal night. Thanks for hanging out with us, chatting it up. Get some good sleeps. I'm actually probably not too far behind you. So, no worries there. I'm going to try to get to 2,000 as a minimum. We'll see how far we get. 3 a.m. boys, we pulling an all-nighter. I'm just over here like, well, I wasn't gonna sleep anyways, so whatever. For me, though, it really is the fact that I have downed almost an entire 16 ounces of Monster, and I could just as easily go lay down on the couch and pass out for 4 hours as I could stay up for another 20 minutes and play. Now you're taking that personal and staying awake? Should you download Pokemon Sleep, and how does it track sleep? It tracks sleep by listening to your breathing. If it detects any stirring in the breathing, it like interrupts the sleep a little bit. So if you toss and turn a lot, it's going to say you're a lighter sleeper than you actually are. But yeah, it mostly detects your breathing pattern. Very deep sleeper. Then Pokemon Sleep might be a good thing for you, because if you sleep deeply and you get 8 hours of sleep, or 6 to 8, you have a pretty good chance of getting shiny Pokemon. Me, I wake up at least 4 times during the night, even without my kid. And it's just like a wake up, rollover type of a situation. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's wild. Takes your alarm at max volume. Yeah, mine's usually at like 80% volume. But I am a pretty light sleeper. Like, I can sleep through babies crying. But there are certain sounds that I hear and I'm just like, I am up. It's an actual alarm clock, not your phone. That's pretty wise. I have had my phone fail me a few times. I am curious to know how I would do streaming in the daytime. You can fall asleep basically anywhere if you are tired enough. I do not have that ability. My body physically will not let me go to sleep anywhere in public. Preservation instinct or something. But if I try to take a nap on like a park bench, wouldn't happen. Airport. Several occasions where I've been in an airport, needed to sleep. Body would not let me sleep. I was even laying on the floor using a pillow. Body's just like, nope, you're in a public place, not safe to sleep, you can't sleep. And I didn't. It's like, I can fall asleep anywhere on almost anything as long as it's in my house. The only thing that wakes Whis up are nosebleeds. You wake up 10 seconds later, nosebleed. That's nothing. Hard tile and rocks. You've slept on rocks before. I don't even doubt that a little bit. Like, likely to happen. Also, we've been streaming for 2 hours. I need to update the stream time. There it is. A semi-envious talent. To sleep anywhere, at any time. Yawn. Not my eyes slowly drifting. Don't know if you guys caught that, but my eyes were just like... I did low-key nod off for like a split second. One time you fell asleep on a bench outside Olive Garden. Oh, that's impressive. And bro's getting a little eepy indeed. Slowly but surely it's happening. My body is saying, hey, this is not the Monster Java coffee. Not enough. Knowing my luck, I would like fall asleep in the middle of a stream, go viral, and like wake up and there's a bunch of super chats. If you have an energy drink, you stay up an extra 2 to 3 hours after you're supposed to go to sleep. This is an example of that. How much energy drink did you have tonight, sir? But today is more like 5. Oh gosh. You can really see that happening, Wes. I feel like it would be my brand of luck. Just like get 10,000 subscribers overnight because I'm going viral. A bunch of super chats. Just like, hey, look at this noob. He fell asleep while streaming. If I have energy, I have energy. Single one this afternoon. Impressive. Wide awake? I am not wide awake. I am half asleep. Wake up! Whis, member for 1 month, has joined the Brass Coin Collection. Thank you, Whis. That lets me know that I need to turn on the sound. Oh, come on. Apparently the sound for that is not working. Never used this one, but now you're using it on an unrelated comment. Amazing. We love you, Brass, 100%. No lies. Thank you, Wiss. Got your member chat going on. Have I noticed the change in the algorithm? You mean the one that's not promoting the channel that much anymore? Other than that, I don't know exactly what it's talking about. I just know that my channel's not growing very fast anymore. What's going on with it? I know vertical streams aren't doing as well as they used to anymore. For pretty much everybody. bunch of the streamers you watch, like you and a few others, are going way down in viewerships. Yeah. When am I going to twerk? My body doesn't move like that, Aaron. Unfortunately, this is not Twitch. Actually, it kind of is. I am streaming on Twitch simultaneously, but definitely isn't OnlyFans. But yeah, there is definitely something going on to where views are less than what they should be. Like, we would be 50 concurrent viewers, now they'd be at like 10. Yeah, when I first started doing this, I was hitting 80 concurrent viewers easily. It's not Kick. Kick is way worse. I did post some videos on Kick, but I don't think I ever did anything with it. Like 80 concurrent viewers. When I first started doing vertical streams, I was hitting 80 concurrent viewers. Why is there no alert box sound? What is going on? Alert box all the way up. Monitor and output. I can't hear Hestu talking, so I suspect that you guys couldn't as well. Jupiter, welcome. Like, you guys can't hear Hestu, can you? It's late at night, I don't need to hear people, except for the baby next to me, but I can hear him through it. My music's actually really low volume right now. Although, truth be told, even if I had my headset half off anyways, I have this really bad problem where if I'm not looking at somebody, I can't hear them. It's called narrowing in and focusing really, really intently on what I'm doing. So that unless somebody says my name and gets my attention before they talk to me, I will not hear them. Your ADHD doesn't allow that. Anyways, I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Can we get some histories? Boyfriend Mikey says, hello, Brass. Well, Jupiter, tell Mikey Brass says hello right back. Have to have YouTube and whatever you want to focus on in front of you at all times. Basically, you just can't focus without it. My wife is similar. She requires like YouTube videos to go to sleep. Like she requires that background noise to be able to sleep. We are watching on our TV and chilling through your phone. Okay. Oh, watching on the TV and chatting through the phone. Well, that sounds like a good evening. I am Brascoid. I will be your entertainment for the evening, evidently. Thanks for watching. Wish this Poipole would shine for you guys as much as I wish it would shine for myself. This stream is not sponsored by, but brought to you by Monster Energy Drink. It's the only reason why I am able to still be up at this late hour with the baby to my left, who is making cooing sounds. Sounds a little bit more like a chicken, but it's neither here nor there. Even at work, you at least need music. I wish more businesses would get on board with like, hey, our generation was raised with multitasking. We were raised with music and doing homework. Like, we require that extra sense to be occupied. Like, music helps us focus on the task at hand. Currently 3:20 in the morning. Just got home from work not too long ago. That is really late. But you are on Central Time, so not like super late, just kind of late. You do like 5 things at once if you're not locked in enough. Or if you are locked in enough. When I was in the office last, I would be watching YouTube videos on my phone, answering members' questions as they call in, chatting in email, and shiny hunting some Pokemon all at the same time. And sometimes I would be eating food in there as well. Like, I had a lot of stuff that I was multitasking with. Epic yawn. Trying to convince your boyfriend to sub? Give him a really good reason, Brass. I'm kind of funny sometimes. Most of the time we just shiny hunt. But if you want to watch me struggle through some Japanese Pokemon Coliseum, that's going to be a thing here in the future. I don't know what that sound just was, but apparently my kid is awake. You wanted a really good reason to sub. There's your reason. That's the reason to sub. He's pretty cute. Well, that's a pretty good reason. Can't argue with it. It's a reason. If you really need to, you just fidget with your fidget toys and focus, or just bounce up your leg up and down. Yep. Sometimes that's all you can do in school. I do in fact agree. Yeah. He needs his face washed though. He's kind of got milk dried on the side of his cheeks. Better question is, why are you up, dude? Like, I don't know. He just be up sometimes. Yeah, you don't know either? Can you guys believe that I was at 20,320 subscribers at the beginning of the month, and it's just gone downhill since then? I really need to get in on that Jirachi giveaway so I can gain 100 subscribers in like a matter of a week. Because I can guarantee you that's exactly what's going to happen. People will come in for the Jirachi. And leave a like so your like goal doesn't fail miserably with you. Yeah, it's like they are coming around to being like, oh hey, maybe Ritalin and things like that aren't the solution for being a little bit jittery in class. Maybe we're just not moving fast enough for them. That was my issue. Like, When I was in 6th grade, my teachers tried to tell my parents that I had ADHD. And I might, I jokingly say I do all the time, but I do exhibit some of the qualities. But my parents' rebuttal was, have you ever thought that maybe that since he's doing math with his brother 5 years ahead of him, that he's just ridiculously bored and not being challenged in your class? And that was the case. Everybody was in like 1st grade learning how to add and subtract. I was over there with my brother doing freaking algebra. I'm missing the binky dude. For those wondering, I had this little leapfrog tool that had like 2 dials, 1 through 12, and it was a multiplication division table. And you would turn it, and it's like 1 times 24 is what? Or what times 12 is 36? And you would have to turn the dial to get the right answer and then bop it, whatever. And so I was doing those before I even entered kindergarten. So like I had my multiplication tables, my division tables, addition, subtraction, all like down before I even entered school publicly. So like my brother was in 5th grade learning pre-algebra and algebra, and now I'm just over there doing it right with him. Made a very easy ride up till 10th grade. Definitely have ADHD, but since you were so far ahead from just doing random stuff that you liked that were sort of math-based, you found out school boring and slow. Yep. That happens. Sometimes it's easy to get ahead with that, though. Like, I feel like the No Child Left Behind thing that happened under the Bush administration, like leaving politics out of it, like that idea was extremely detrimental to so many kids. Like it made classes teach to the lowest common denominator so that the kids that excel don't get the opportunities to excel. I started struggling with math a little bit in 6th grade, and I missed a cutoff. Well, I guess it was more in 7th grade. I missed a cutoff by 0.03%, something ridiculously small. You had to have a certain grade point average in pre-algebra in 6th grade. And if you had that come 7th grade, they would bus you over to the junior high school for math class so that you could have the algebra math class because they didn't offer it in middle school. I missed that cutoff by not even 1%. So when I had to take the same class over again the next year, my ability to care about math just greatly declined. Because, like, I've already passed this class once. What do you want from me? I'm not going to do it again. In the district that you went to, you had accelerated classes. You just didn't want to do them, even though you could have done it. Can't blame me for that. Okay. This is going to be the last 2 encounters for the evening. I'm going to bump up the time to account for the half hour we ended on last time, as well as today. That is going to put us at a whopping 19 hours of hunting. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, unlikely that I'll be streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to try to use this time to do a lot of videos, so want to get those cracking and rolling. But Night Fury did join a little bit late, but let's check this 2 encounters. We unfortunately did not get the shiny today, but we are over half odds so far, so doing good, making some progress. We'll see how far we can get in the next stream. We'll catch you guys in the next video or stream.